I can't bring myself to pay anyone working in my home $15 an hour. Teresa was my father's hospice aide. $15 hour agency. She's amazing. Dad passed in October. When it came time to clear his place, I instantly thought of Teresa and offered her $30 an hour. She was shocked at the offer. I told her, never ever devalue yourself. Know your worth. I'd already seen her in action. For me, that was her resume. In, out, done like a lightning bolt. She's super efficient with her time. I've hired her 3 other times. Moving, cleaning, organizing. She's since signed 2 other clients at $30. One of them called me for a reference. Prompting this post, I told them they could hire 2 people at $15. Or Teresa at $30. And she'd be done before them. The caller said, I'd much rather worry about 1 new person cleaning and organizing my home than 2. There you go. Another selling point. About 3 weeks ago she called me for advice. She was countered $25. I asked her if she'd discussed her minimum 2 hours. She had not. I told her maybe this client wouldn't have an issue with a 3-hour minimum. She signed the client. Minimum $75 held more value than minimum $60. They saw more value in how long she was making herself available to them. The loss proved to be a wash within a couple weeks. Know your worth. Got me in the first half. Read the title, and though you were going the other way, then I read your post and the subname. Well done op on being a good person. Can I work for you for $30 per hour? I commissioned art off of Reddit once. Well, many times. But this is one particular time. And the artist was a teenager who hesitantly asked for $X. Saying, unless you think that's too much? The $X figure was stupidly low. So I tripled it, and told him not to undervalue his work. I am not wealthy by any means. But my bills are comfortably paid. And I can't see trying to squeeze a few dollars out of people who are performing valuable services. For me. But I see it all the time. Of course. I later went back to him with another commission. And he accepted. Then ghosted me. When I finally got hold of him, he was like, oh, yeah, forgot all about it. So kindness isn't always rewarded. Lol. We did similar. My late Phil had a standard care package which was state-funded, where the carers were paid £9 per hour. And awful working arrangements. We needed an extra night call outside the package and got an acquaintance in place. She asked £11 per hour. We gave £15 per hour, and it was worth every penny. Pay well for services you need and you get the service you deserve. Got Teresa's contact info? My cleaner is moving back to Costa Rica. We have a cleaner that we pay $100 every visit. About once a month. That was her term's first day. She was here like 6 hours. After that she's spent at most 2 hours cleaning up. Can't hate on this post. This is the way to treat a great worker. Only an anarchist thought. If Teresa was provided by society, shelter, food, water, and medical care, she would willingly provide this same level of service at a fraction of the cost to op and others, just to fill her time. Makes you think. Socialism. Not so bad. Yes. Reminds me of what happened with my mom. She was a home care health aide. She would go to people's homes who had long-term disability and help them clean, cook, and anything else within reason. She wasn't a nurse, but maybe more like CNA? There was a medical element BC of medical needs. But she didn't have any sort of specific training. She worked for an agency making $13 per hour. This was back when I was in HS, so about 20 years ago. She started rotating between a few clients. But one client liked her enough to request she be at their house the whole week. After a while, the wife of the client and my mom started talking about how much she was paid versus how much they were paying the agency. The wife offered my mom a job for what they were paying the agency, $22 per hour. And with more hours. My mom took it. My mom worked for them for years, until she had to quit for her own medical reasons. It's great when things like this work out. We have a severely disabled child and have a lot of home care. Government provided, private insurance and privately paid. You get to know these people very well and realize that their job is essential at ensuring dignity to your loved ones. It's physical and it's emotional. And I've never been able to justify paying anyone under $3,035 per hour for it. We can't do anything about the government rates as we don't pay directly, but we either pay everyone else more or top them up. Pay a living wage or get out. I have been described by my service industry and artist friends as aggressively supportive. I'm doing well financially, so when I'm offered discounts I decline them and I tip really well. I highball it when I'm asked, "What is your budget?" and if them come in under, I pay what I offered. On the other side of it, I have such low confidence myself, I set my own prices stupidly low if I have the nards to even post stuff at all. Woman facepalming, light skin tone. Yes, very well done. Teresa clearly knows how to do her job and does it well. The contrast between this and a post I read on the Entrepreneur sub about high value versus low value employees. Vomit. Could not be more stark. Good to see a success story in this thread. You have given her freedom, self-worth, and flexibility in life. That's powerful. I had this same discussion with my kid's babysitter. She called me back after I dropped her off, asking if I meant to pay her that much. I told her, people pay boys $20 to do 20 minutes work, shoveling their snow. You worked 2 hours. Much harder. Keeping my kid alive and entertained. Your work has more value than snow removal. We did this with our babysitter. We've now had a reliable babysitter for 5 years and it is priceless to us, so certainly worth $30 per hour. Love this. I got in trouble with my neighbors for paying laborers to work in my yard a fair and living wage, plus lunch and water. Evidently, I ruined it for everyone. Pay people enough to live. I doubled the rate, my dog sitter quoted. She's a friend who does it on the side. Because labor has value, and while I love my dog and literally arrange my life to spend as much time as possible with him, someone watching him when I'm on a trip is work for them, and they should be able to live off the pay for that work. I didn't value myself at one point in my life, and someone paid me way more than I expected to get for a job. Life 4x the price. He simply said that is how much I valued your work. It changed my life completely and how I valued myself.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.